WEED.TO Podcasts. Good morning and welcome to another InvestorIdeas.com podcast, looking at cannabis news, stocks to watch, as well as insights from thought leaders and experts. Today we will be looking at announcements from Cannabis Growth Corporation, trading on the TSX as WEED and the New York Stock Exchange as CGC, Organigram Holdings Incorporated, trading on the TSX Venture as OGI, Canna Royalty Corporation, trading on the CSE as CRZ, and Believe Incorporated, trading on the CSE as BE. First, looking at Cannabis Growth Corporation, who congratulated the entire team at Canopy Rivers Incorporated as they take a leap forward and commence trading today on the TSX Venture Exchange under the ticker symbol RIV. Canopy Rivers was founded to diversify Cannabis Growth's cannabis supply streams and quickly evolved into a global strategic growth platform that builds value in its partners by supporting every aspect of a cannabis venture, from licensing and genetics to financing and strategic support, leveraging its close relationship with Canopy Growth. To date, Canopy Rivers has a diverse portfolio of strategic investments, including licensed cannabis producers, applicants, an innovative media platform, and leading European hemp cultivator. This diverse portfolio will expand as new opportunities emerge in the global cannabis industry. Moving on to Organigram Holdings Incorporated, the parent company of Organigram Incorporated, as well as Cannabis Growth Corporation, who announced that the following Organigram's approval as a cannabis supplier in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, the companies have signed a 2-year supply and distribution agreement. Organigram will become a key supplier of branded finished cannabis products to Cannabis Growth's Tweed branded retail operations in Newfoundland and Labrador once adult recreational cannabis is legalized in Canada in this October. Cannabis Growth will also perform a back-to-back sales function for Organigram by marketing its portfolio to other licensed retail outlets in Newfoundland and Labrador. We are very excited to partner with Cannabis Growth in Newfoundland and Labrador, says Tim Emberg, Vice President in Sales and Commercial Operations of Organigram. Canopy is a tremendous industry partner, and we're looking forward to working with them to provide Newfoundlanders with an exceptional selection of quality cannabis products. Next, looking at Canna Royalty Corporation, a North American cannabis products and brands company, who announced today that it merged the operations of its subsidiary Alta Supply with RVR Distribution. Effective on August 31st of this year, Sandy Reyes, president of Alta Supply, was appointed to the position of president of RVR to lead the company's statewide distribution efforts. Alta Supply has begun to leverage RVR's distribution infrastructure through transfer of inventory and accounts. Today, Canna Royalty has signed a definitive agreement to close the previously announced merger of RVR and Alta Supply, subject to customary closing conditions. Pursuant to the close, RVR will receive exchangeable shares as consideration, which will allow RVR shareholders to acquire 70,000 Canna Royalty Class A shares over the next 24 months. Finally, looking at Believe Incorporated, who announced it has entered into a partnership with Cannabis Biotech Corporation to invest, build, and operate an 867,000 square feet of indoor growing space in British Columbia in the preparation for the anticipated demand of the cannabis market in Canadian and international markets. The ambitious new project, jointly designed by Believe and Cannabis, will encompass a total of 10 indoor growing facilities, approximately 87,000 square feet each, divided between 2 regions, one in Chilliwack and 9 in Abbotsford. Once construction is complete, both companies will share the operational and day-to-day expenses, with Cannabis assuming sole responsibility for the initial capital expenditures required to build the facilities. That's all for today's podcast. Potcasts is now a certified word trademark on the blockchain through Cognate Incorporated CM certification. InvestorIdeas.com podcasts are also available on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Music, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, and TuneIn. If you'd like to be a guest or sponsor of this podcast, please contact Investor Ideas. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website, and this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products, services, or securities. Investors are reminded that all investments involve risk and possible loss of investment.